first week, we were naive and happy walking through the mountains without knowing our horrible and stressful destiny. Yep, there are the penguins. But wait, I think there's something missing. Oh yeah, much better now. After the weekend, we arrived to class, and while we were gathered with our mates, the lovely second-year laners challenged us to get some money. And we were not so happy about it. I think this is getting serious. Okay guys, we now have a problem. Okay, brainstorming time. So we all gathered in a circle and came up with a lot of ideas, such as cleaning shops, selling raffle tickets, looking after children, selling lighters, selling posters, selling water bottles. But some of the ideas were refused due to the fact that they were simply not profitable or they needed much time. But there were some ideas we could carry out in order to reach the goal, such as selling raffle tickets, posters, or water bottles. But carrying out those ideas had a certain cost, which we obtained by cleaning little shop windows or even cars. The business went quite well. We earned the amount of 140 euros in a morning. So, turning back to the chosen ideas, we invested part of the budget in the prize we raffled, a race in La Perla Talasso, and on the 1,000 tickets we were about to sell. This last one was the one that really made the profit, even if we wouldn't ever figure it out. At first we had some difficulties in terms of catching people's attention, however we all gave advice to each other in order to create knowledge in the group, and eventually we achieved the technique to be good sellers and managed to sell them all. These are the steps that we followed. The first step is icebreaking. The aim of this step is to catch the customer's attention and empathize with them. For that, we need to be smiley, we need to be dynamic, and try to get to know the person we have in front of us. The second step is the presentation. We just have to tell the customer in a kind and entertaining way who we are and who we work for. The third step is the brief story. Briefly and in a simple way, present the characteristics of your product to the customer, such as the reason why you're selling it and how can they use it. Then comes the closing. This step is the one in which we're going to impulse the customer to buy our product. Therefore, there are many things to be taken into account: confidence and taking the selling for granted. And finally, double closing. This step comes after having sold the product, and we basically have to ensure a good quality selling so that the customer gets satisfied with not only the product but also with us. And with this technique, all of them flew away. But don't forget about the posters. We took them from the Orios Rowing Club in commission, and taking into account that the Cinemaldia was being celebrated, we expected there to be crowded, so we went there in search of customers. At first we had many doubts as we had not much hope to sell them. However, unfortunately, we were wrong and sold them all. Not to mention the water bottles and soda cans we bought, which at first didn't work due to the bad weather, but eventually, when we took our shame out and the sun shined, we were able to sell them too. We also tried to sell breakfast, but as we had lessons during the morning, we just had 1 hour to sell it, so it didn't make a real profit. And finally, the football match on Sunday. We went there to buy drinks, food, and other things we will tell you in a minute. We got the 1,000 euros in 2 days since we worked really hard as a team, and it was all up to us.